In 1996, California created Proposition 209. This proposition meant that schools and university could not discriminate on people based on race in terms of admissions. This was passed with about a 55% of the vote. However, in March of 2020, they have decided to vote on repealing Proposition 209. And some of the statements are saying things such as the bedrock of who we are in this country is based on race. And it's time to end racism that exists in California and the racism that exists in this building. It's time to understand that race and gender are a factor and that there's nothing wrong with looking at it. Proposition 209 is written here, and then there's talking about why they want to repeal it. Personally, I'm of the opinion that if you want to judge people in the sense that all people are created equally, or the general idea that in order to continue doing things in the name of equality, we should treat people equally. So what does it mean when you purposely treat one race or gender differently, or you give them favors, make it a decision when you're trying to admit people? This means that certain races and genders will be considered less of a consideration, while other races are giving more of consideration. If we want to treat people equally, we must be able to treat people equally. And that doesn't matter about race or gender. If there was a mother or father of a family, and let's say the mother and father created a hostile environment in the sense that they murdered many civilians of that city, and then they grew up and they bore a daughter and a son or something like that. Well, the two children should not be in the account of what their mothers or fathers did. They should not be paying reparations. They should not be treated any differently like any other child. And furthermore, I would say that reminding them of the history of their mother and father is mostly inappropriate. So I don't see why California is doing this. I am of the opinion that if we are going to live in a society where people are treated equal and that equality is in fact the end game of what's to be happening in our future, that we cannot discriminate people based on race regardless of what happened in the past.